Hello, welcome to my video, and it's finally time to say goodbye to my trusty Niro EV 2019 first edition with heat pump. So what am I getting? Well, you'll have to wait till find out, won't you? Anyway, this Niro has been an absolute wonder. I've owned it for 2.5 years, and to be honest, it does 300 miles. It did 300 miles then. It does 300 miles now. It hasn't lost any in degradation at all. Not as I can tell, to be honest. You know, so and it would basically be 4 years old in March. So it's another 6 months and it'll be 4 years old in total. Because I tend to buy cars a couple of years older. So or a year older, two years older. And, you know, we don't never buy one new because you lose so much money in its first year. So how's it been? It's of my 2.5 years, I've only had to replace tyres. Really, tyres. I had a door mirror go. The motor stopped working on the door mirror. Covered under warranty, zero cost. So what else could you really hope for from a car? The Kia 7-year warranty is amazing, and I have to give it respect. Before this car, you know, I dabbled with another electric car. I had a Leaf, which was terrible. Range anxiety is a real word with a Leaf. I went 55 miles on a full charge to Rugby, and it was saying I had 440 miles. On the way back from Rugby, it was reading 0, and I had to have an emergency pull-in, and I was lucky I made it. You know, back on the toll road, and I was driving out on 0 miles for a few minutes anyway. So I got lucky, you know. It was like a wake up. So you know, that car cost me £21,000, and I only kept it less than a year because the range was awful. And then I changed to this Niro, and that's fantastic. I'm taking a leap of faith now, and I'm going to be changing to a Mach-E long range edition, not the fast 4-wheel drive version, which, you know, is about 5 seconds 0 to 60. This is the long range, big battery, does about 7 seconds 0 to 60, which is the same as the Niro, to be honest, in sort of acceleration. But you have a pan roof and the B&O sound system. It's got the tech pack basically, and that is what I'm changing to. But the leap of faith is the fact that it's a 21 plate, or 71 plate I should say, and they only come with a 3-year warranty compared with the 7-year warranty you get with Kia. So but it is what it is. It's what I wanted, and that's what I'm getting. So and quite a reasonable price, really, you know, at about £33,000. So you know, normally they're about 36, 37 for that sort of car, that sort of spec, you know. But as I said, it's got the pan roof, the power tailgate, the B&O sound system, which is called the tech pack, which comes with the Mustang. So what do I think of this car? I mean, this car is lovely. I mean, look, there's hardly any wear at all, really. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a beautiful car. And this is the first edition, so the middle screen's slightly smaller. I think they updated it a year later. But the thing with the first edition, it comes with a heat pump. And in the winter, when people are moaning about their cars, you know, losing range, this car still does 250 miles in the winter. You know, so it loses a little bit of range, but not a great deal, really. So, you know, I suppose that the big hit is if you have the heating on even more. You know what I mean? So that's if you really want to stay ultra warm and you don't want to wear woolly jumpers and stuff. You know, you obviously are going to lose a bit more, but at the end of the day, this car is fantastic. and it's had a bit of my wife and my daughter out cleaning the interior, and they've done a wonderful job. And I'm sad to see this go, and I've got to drive 2 hours to St Albans tomorrow to go and pick up the Mustang. And I've had to go in a Mustang, so I know what to expect, but I had to go in the fast version. And I've also been in a Tesla Model Y, and that was very, very quick. A bit too quick, but very, very quick. But these are, the Mustang will be better built than a Model Y. But that's the interior anyway. And let's have a quick look at the exterior, which is, I've been and had it washed today, ready for its to go to its new home. And as you see, the exterior, it's quite a nice car. You got plenty in it, to be honest. And I've just taken off my personal plate, and had its original plate put back on. And these can charge up to 75 kilowatts, but you generally find they get about 50. As you can see, it's doing 52.9 at the moment. And I'm just putting in enough miles to be able to do my I think it says about 130 mile journey just on the outskirts of London to St Albans. But as I said, it's in pretty good nick, to be honest. There's a few bit of discolorations on the alloys, and I guess I should have offered it to someone, because it is ultra reliable. I should have offered it to someone at the trade price I was getting, to be honest, which is 14,750. But then I would have been stuck in getting to St Albans, so that's the way I viewed it. And as you can see, lovely and spacious inside, and I would highly recommend one of these. I am just taking this back up to about 80%. Another 32 minutes to go. I've only been here not long, to be honest. I mean, looking at my watch, I've been here 10 minutes, and I was on about 80 miles. So I'm taking it back up to about 80%. Really, so that should do me to get me to my destination tomorrow. Then I'll pick up the Mustang, which on the pictures it shows as 91%, 294 miles. You know, it's and with the Mustang, because I've done lots of research, watched lots of you. It's all I do is watch YouTube videos and about different cars, and they you know, the user experience of the Mustang is really, you have to reset your driver profile, to be honest. So you're not then, when you're driving it, the prediction it will give you for miles is how you drive it. So therefore, it basically will basically be more accurate. Because I've seen some Mustangs, and you scroll through the Auto Trader and you see the screenshots and the percentages on the actual dash, and you'll think, well, why is that? Say it's got 70% but only 90 miles, and I think it's basically how the previous owner has probably driven it. They've probably driven it with full aircon on, heated seats, whatever, and probably absolutely ragged it around a bit. You know what I mean? Because they're fast cars, and if they do lots of motorway miles and you basically don't do 70 miles per hour, which in electric cars you tend to need to stick to that, really, 70 or below. It teaches you how to drive, electric cars do, I tell you. You know, because I used to bomb up the fast lane. You know, when I had petrol cars and diesel cars, when I had a Sorrento, you know, they don't half shift. But at the end of the day, I find electric cars to teach you how to drive, because you're more conservative. You keep to the speed limits. You know, they can go fast, and they are fast. And the key is you get to that speed quicker. you know, but you can stay within the speed limit. You know, you're not speeding if you go from, you know, you basically come off an island and you go up to your 60 miles per hour really quick. You know, you're not speeding, you're going to the speed limit. You can be driving without undue care and attention if you're not looking where you're going and you're doing that speed, because you could be coming, you know, into a built-up area or a more pedestrianised area. But, you know, you got to, you know, as yourself, you've got to be careful and, you know, stick to the rules. But that's going off subject. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, this car has served me well. And I'm on to my next adventure as of tomorrow. And I would say the only thing I don't like about electric cars is that 12-volt battery. You can make it die if you've not got your main big battery switched on and you're sitting in your car. You might have your doors open and your doors might be activating your USB or something that might just drain that battery. And if you drain it too much, you'll damage your battery. You know, so it's happened to me twice. That happened to me twice. Once I got the RAC in, and they basically put some charge into my battery, I started, and I've gone for months and not had the issue. But I've always had to be careful. And I had the same issue, to be honest, today, not less than an hour ago, and that's because obviously, as I said, my daughter and my wife went and cleaned the car out, but they've got the doors open and everything, and lo and behold, it had basically had the same issue. So, you know, what did I do? Well, lucky enough, you might have watched his video. Brian Till, Mr. EV, he showed off a device which is like a phone charger, and it has a couple of jump leads, and he basically showed this off, and you basically connect it to your battery terminals, and then suddenly your car comes to life. So you jump in your car, press the start button, your big battery comes on, the car's fine again. But obviously, you know, that's a solution. It's worth having in an emergency, and they only cost about 30 odd quid. So worked for me, and we'll see where we are with that. And I might actually show you. One moment, please. And this is the device, multi-function jump starter, 12 volt for vehicle startup, portable power pack, recharging, charge, cellular phones, flashlight is in there. So yeah, jump starter. And I got this off Amazon, and it's basically this unit here. And these are your jump leads, and you basically plug that into there, connect that up to your battery terminals, jump in the car, and basically just press start. Everything works. Fantastic. So as I said, it's worth having one of them. It's worth, you know, rather than get stranded. And sometimes when you call out the RAC or the AA, they could be hours. They could be hours, and that took me 2 minutes earlier. And you know, at the end of the day, it's worth having one of them. You know, just spend your 30 quid, because every time I call the RAC out, it costs me £45 call out charge. So so it does. It's, you know, already paid me back today just by the fact that, you know, the last time when I broke down about the battery, I said it was the only other time than today that I called the RAC out. It cost me £45. So I bought that for £30. Saved me a call out today when I'm changing it tomorrow. So I was well panicking, and because it was my first time using it, you know, I was obviously worried in case I damaged the vehicle, you know, because I've never done it before, you know. So because obviously, you know, they always say plug it in, turn your car on, get straight out, unplug it to avoid damaging your car. So that's what I do, and it's worked. So right, so tomorrow I will film the beginning of my journey to end with this car and start with my new car. And as I said, the Mustang Mach-E has a panoramic roof, so it was a must-have for me, and the B&O sound system. And, you know, so I'm going to get that. I'm planning. I haven't got the funds together to do it properly. Yeah, I never stretch myself. You should. I'm stretching myself for the car, but I don't want to stretch myself any further. So I'm going to buy some cameras, you know, a couple of the GoPros, which are very expensive, £400 or £500 normally. And to buy a couple, you're talking almost £1,000, because you're going to be buying your tripods and your bits and pieces to stick on the window. And I'm gonna have a go at doing some vlogging on the Mach-E, and I'm still going to be getting the regular goes and other vehicles, because I work at a nice company that, you know, will let me drive the new electric cars, and the fleet's always changing. We've got over 100, you know, well, probably 200 actually, you know, fleet personnel who basically, as I said, reps that, you know, have cars, and they're always changing. So I'm going to get into some new nice models over the next year, I'm sure, and I'm looking forward to that immensely. And this Mach-E is my journey. It's part of my journey. I was always going to change to, you know, either a Tesla Model Y or the Mustang Mach-E or the EV6, you know, for that 7-year warranty. And I'm getting to that stage now where I'm kind of planning my life a little bit, and I've got my first grandchild, and I'm sure there'll be many more. So I'm like saying, okay, I'm going to get this car for me, and in 5 years, when I've paid this car off, I'm planning to get an EV9 or something similar that holds lots of people, that's all electric, you know, and have my 7-year warranty back as well, you know. So but at the end of the day, you know, we've got to look after ourselves. Right, I will let you go, and thank you, and please like and subscribe. It really helps. Not many people do, unfortunately, but I try my best. Okay, enjoy. Thank you.